Hey there, and welcome. You know, having that first conversation in a new language can feel a bit daunting. But what if I told you that in just the next few minutes, we're going to build your very own toolkit for your first basic English chat? We're talking just the essentials. Ready? Let's jump right in.
So, let me ask you, are you ready? Because I promise by the time we're done here, you're going to have every single piece you need. You'll be able to introduce yourself, share a few details, and even ask about the world around you. It's going to be great.
Okay, so here's our game plan. Think of it like building a kit. First up, we'll tackle your first hello. Then we'll get into numbers, which are super important. After that, we'll use those numbers to share some details about yourself. Then we'll learn how to describe the world. And finally, the best part, we'll put it all together. Let's do this.
All right, first things first. Every great conversation, every friendship, it all starts with just one thing, a hello. But which hello should you use? That's the real question, right?
Well, it really just depends on who you're talking to. If it's a formal situation, maybe a job interview or meeting someone new, how are you is perfect. The classic safe answer, fine, thank you. But if you're with friends, you can be way more relaxed. How's it going? Or what's up works great. And a simple good or not much is the perfect casual reply. Okay, let's grab the next tool for our kid. And believe me, this one is a big deal. It's numbers. I mean, think about it. They're everywhere. Phone numbers, your age, prices at a store. Getting these down, it's an absolute game changer. So let's start with the basics. Build a solid foundation. The first 10 numbers are everything. Feel free to say them out loud with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10. Awesome. That's our base. Now check this out, because there's a pattern here. Once you get past 11 and 12, which are kind of their own thing, look at the rest. From 13 all the way to 19, they all end with that teen sound. 13, 14, 15. See? It's a nice little shortcut. Okay, the next level up is counting in chunks of 10. You'll feel a similar rhythm, but listen closely to the ending. It's not teen anymore, it's T. We've got 10, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to 100. And trust me, that little sound difference is so important. Okay, this is probably the most important pronunciation tip for numbers. It's all about where you put the stress. For the teens, the emphasis is on the end, 13, 14. You hear that? But for the tens, the stress is on the first part, 30, 40. Getting this right is huge. Seriously, practice just this one thing, and you'll avoid a ton of confusion and sound so much clearer. See? Now that we have numbers down, we can start using them for real life stuff. Let's put these skills to work and talk about sharing some key info. Like your phone number and your age. So someone might ask you, what is your phone number? And here's the great news. In English, you just say each number one by one. That's it. No weird combinations or anything. Super simple. And hey, you might hear someone mention an area code. Don't let that throw you. In the US, that's just the first 3 numbers. It usually tells you what city or region the number is from. So for this example here, you'd say the area code is 212. All right, another big one, and you'll hear this a lot when you're getting to know people. How old are you? And this is a perfect example of how flexible English can be. You could say the full sentence, I am 26 years old. Totally fine. But honestly, most people just say the short version, I'm 26. Both are 100% correct, but the second one is way more common. Oh, and a quick little tip for when you're writing. For any number between 21 and 99, like 21 or 32, you just connect the 2 words with a little dash. It's called a hyphen. Just a simple rule to remember. All right, toolkit check. We've got greetings, we've got numbers, we've got personal details. What's next? Well, let's add a tool for talking about the world around you. The people and things you see every day. The big idea here is really simple. Singular versus plural. Singular just means one. Plural means 2 or 3 or a million. Anything more than one. And here's the best part. For most English words, you just stick an S on the end to make it plural. So 1 pen becomes 2 pens. 1 book, a bunch of books. See? Super easy. Okay, so what if you want to point to something? This little chart breaks it down perfectly. If there's one thing and it's close to you, you say this. If it's one thing but it's far away, you say that. Makes sense, right? And it's the same idea for plural stuff. If you have a few things right here, you say these. And if they're over there, you say those. So now you know how to talk about one thing or many things. But what if you want to ask how many there are? The magic phrase is how many. You just add the plural thing you're curious about. For example, how many books do you have? And look at this. The answer brings our numbers right back in. I have 3 books. Do you see it? All these different tools we've been collecting, they're all starting to connect and work together. It's awesome.
All right, this is it, the big moment. We've packed our toolkit with greetings, numbers, how to share our details, and how to describe things. Now, let's put it all together and see it in action. Okay, I'm going to read a really short story now. Your job is to listen for all the things we just learned. Ages, phone numbers, how many of something. Ready? Here we go. Lisa is 27 years old. Her phone number is 536-519-1634. Her friends are Marie, 22, and Ollie, 25. Ollie has 4 English books. All right, let's see how you did. A little pop quiz. First question. How old is Lisa? She's 27. Got it? Okay, next. What is her telephone number? That's 536-519-1634. How about Marie? How old is she? She is 22. And how many books does Allie have? He has 4 books. Last one, how old is Allie?
He's 25. So, how'd you do? I bet you did great.
Think about that for a second. You just listened to and understood a whole story in English using the exact tools we put in your kit today. You've got everything you need to start. So really, there's only one question left to ask yourself. Who are you going to talk to first?